Welcome to the Greenway with Mac, a channel that celebrates active transportation. This is a short journey along Boise's downtown streets that starts at the state capitol and shows you how to get down to the Boise River Greenbelt. The Greenbelt is a 25-mile-long set of paved trails that run along the river, and I have a separate video that shows you what riding on the Greenbelt is like. Boise has been completing its streets in recent years, and this route will take advantage of some of its newest infrastructure. This includes some really well-made parking-protected bike lanes, some pedestrianized plazas, and several off-street bike lanes. We are turning right here, but down on North Capitol Boulevard are a couple of blocks of protected bike lanes that run towards us. We started at the state capitol, and we will get a taste of biking around downtown. The route generally heads southwest on Bannock, 8th, Grove, and 11th Streets before connecting with the Pioneer Pathway, which connects with the Greenbelt. I've got to say that I was pleasantly surprised with what I saw, and the amount of construction around the city gives me hope that things are continuing to improve. We will take advantage of the 8th Street car-free promenade to make our way a few blocks south. One block to our right is Freak Alley Gallery. This is the Northwest's largest open-air mural gallery, and it started back in 2002 with a single drawing on a cafe door. Now it changes every year and has become Boise's living, breathing sketchbook, filled with murals and graffiti. The 8th Street Promenade is the heart of downtown's dining scene. There is an assortment of cuisines that are complemented by several pubs and lounges. Since it is car-free, it's a great place to enjoy a meal without the smell and sounds of vehicles. During the pandemic, the city closed the street to cars to help restaurants. It was so popular that they decided to make it permanent. As you can see, if the market is taking place, then this is not the best place to be biking. The larger cities in the western United States are home to Basque people who often settled near train stations, and Boise has one of the largest Basque populations outside of Europe. You can take a quick detour over to the left on Grove Street to reach the Basque Block. There's a Basque restaurant and the Basque History mural. We are turning right to get to Grove Street so that we can see some new bike lanes and continue towards the river. In the 1970s and 80s, there was a push to make an 8-block shopping center in this area, and about 80 buildings were leveled to make way for it. The development eventually went to a different location. In addition, a fire destroyed a building at 8th and Main, which left a large crater that was referred to as the Hole. Despite this, about 10 vendors started an outdoor market that continued to bring activity to the area. The land was eventually converted into a convention space, an arena, and the large plaza that we just passed through. We have just one more section where we will ride in the street in painted bike lanes before getting to more good stuff. I'm a huge fan of these new bike lanes that are up on the curb with people walking. I recorded this video in the fall of 2024, so much of what appears as construction should currently be finished and already show some signs of love. To the right, you get a little peek at the 11th Street off-street bike lanes that can take you almost all the way to Boise High School. We are making a left on 11th and taking the lanes for 2 blocks until we get to the Pioneer Pathway. Unfortunately, both Google Maps and OpenStreetMap do not do a good job of showing how much better these lanes are than just painted ones that are in the area. So I made a little map for you here with the 3 best segments, much of which are covered in this video. They are Grove Street between 10th and 16th, 11th Street between State and West River Streets, and the Pioneer Pathway. This trip shows you a little of each portion, and we'll do so in that order. Across the street from the Pioneer Pathway, to our left, is Jack's Urban Meeting Place, also called Jump for short. This is a really unique center that hosts attractions like an agricultural museum, a high-tech makerspace, and a seasonal 5-story outdoor slide. The campus includes a public park, which can be used by people on bikes to cut through from 8th and Broad Streets. We didn't explore Jump while we were in town, but maybe you've been there. Tell me in the comments if it's worth going. We have now joined the Pioneer Pathway. The name Pioneer is a deliberate nod to the ground that it covers. This corridor was historically the industrial backbone of Boise, home to warehouses, rail spurs, and the original sites of the city's early commerce. For decades, this area was a dead zone of asphalt and chain-link fences that effectively cut off downtown from the river. The modern Pioneer Pathway was born out of the Pioneer Crossing Master Plan and the development of Jump. The segment we are riding was completed in 2016. Potential rest stops in the area are Payette Brewing Company and Joker's Barbecue. Both businesses currently have nearly 5-star reviews. In the same complex is Boise Bicycle Tours, who had a full 5-star review on Google. I happen to have my own bike on this trip, but this is the type of business I would have otherwise tried out. Their location near downtown and along the Greenbelt could not be any better. Sunrise Electric Bicycles also had really good reviews, and they are located a little bit further north, also along the river. At the Greenbelt, you have a couple of options. If you turn left, you will quickly arrive at Julia Davis Park. This park was donated to the city in 1907 by Thomas Davis in the memory of his wife. In that area are the Boise Art Museum, the Zoo, and the Idaho State Museum. I made a right here to head north on my way to the Saturday morning farmers market in the town of Eagle. I recorded that section, but started the video over by the Boise State Football Stadium. Click this card to see the full trip. The Boise River Greenbelt is a 25-mile path that is the crown jewel of Boise. But here's a crazy fact. Until the 1960s, this river was actually used as an industrial dump. It took a massive community effort to turn it into the scenic escape that it is today. I was thrilled to ride about half the Greenbelt and some of its connecting trails. It truly is a spectacular trail that is great for all ages and abilities. If you have not yet been lucky enough to ride it, I highly recommend it. I think it is a great destination trail. Thanks for riding with me. I'll see you on the next city tour.